My Gavan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Galadirthan, and welcome back to Skyrim. The last time we were here, I was playing as warrior priest Aurelius, but unfortunately for reasons outside of his control, his campaign came to a bit of an abrupt end. But I wanted to come back to Skyrim, and so here we are. And against the odds, I hope to see this one actually through, and not quake when the going gets tougher. Of course, last time we were Warrior Priest Aurelius, but this time I would try to play in a different way. I will still play the way that I want to play, but hopefully the backstory of this fellow will be a touch different. As before, the game is heavily modded, as you might expect. I haven't done a mod list this time, though. So if you see something that you want to know more about that you think might be a mod, just put a timestamp in a comment and I'll let you know what mod it might be, and indeed what it is you're looking at. Also note that this time I'm not using a controller, I am using the mouse and keyboard, so it might look a little different from when we were playing as Aurelius, because of course the mouse is a touch more responsive, so do watch out for that. And lastly, of course, this playthrough intends to be a nice light-hearted go-through of Skyrim. It'll be quasi-role-playing, and quasi-me just sort of talking out loud. But I do hope that you can enjoy it, and I hope you'll enjoy playing along as Feredir begins his quest and campaign out here in the lands of Skyrim. Now, do ignore the fact that he's levitating. This is Feredir. He is a master huntsman from Valenwood. But unfortunately, owing to two key factors, he's been chased across much of Tamriel and now has settled on coming to Skyrim to seek his greatest quarry and greatest prey yet. Feredir spoke out against the Old Merry Dominion and questioned why the Bosmer fought on the side of the High Elves, more as slaves than as allies. And for his preachings, or for his views, the Thalmor hunted him, and he has managed to evade them for many, many years, travelling much of Tamriel and, as I say, eventually settling and arriving here in Skyrim. Feredir was also cast out by many of his kin as an apostate for not desiring and not continuing with the Green Pact. The eating of those that we slay is something that Feredir does not and cannot condone. And as such, not only his own kin, but the Thalmor now chase him across the very known world, and he's come to Skyrim to put an end to that hunt. For once the hunter becomes the prey, and in this instance it is for Feredir to then set the world to rights. In the wanderings and marchings I have had since leaving Valenwood, I have heard only two words for power of the Thalmor here in Skyrim, and those words are Northwatch Keep. I know absolutely nothing of the land of Skyrim and the creatures and troubles and tribulations of this place, but I will find Northwatch Keep, and if it turns out to be a Thalmor stronghold as I expect, we shall put every single one of them to the sword. Once we can just show that we are master hunters, and this bloody rabbit will die. Will you stand still? Nope, we're going to have to punch it in the face. Well, never mind. Yes. If you can't do it the usual way, do it the damn slow way. Ha ha, finally. At least now we eat. Thank you. It is only the cannibalist aspect of the Green Pact that I eschew, and killing the creatures and monsters of the land I will readily devour, lest they rot and be wasted. But I can't condone the killing of other sentient beings, or rather the killing of bipedal creatures. But if they fight for the shadows, or they fight far from the lights of this world, then death may be the only thing fitting them. In all of my wanderings, it has been years since I saw Valenwood last, cast out as I was. But in all that time, I've sought to aid as many people as I can, to assist the little man in all things as I search the land for a way to strike at the heart of the Thalmor. They destroyed all that I come to hold dear in Valenwood, and I will not rest until every last one of them has been put to the sword. Now, killing an entire continent of High Elves may be a bit too much for one person, and let us hope that there may be allies in this world who can assist us in our quest. Oh, what was that? Someone running. Hello there. Oh, how readily the world turns to our favour. Very well. Hopefully these fools will have some word of Northwatch Keep if we can keep one alive and take them for questioning. Then we may learn a thing or two. They appear to have a prisoner. We must be quick. Go on. With my weak-ass bow. No! No! My position is given. Where was the one we wounded? Oh, bugger. No. I will not die here. There must be assistance somewhere. Nobody can help me at this time. We wounded one. The bandits! The bandits! We can turn the bandits to good for once in their miserable lives. Oh, stamina. Oh. No! No! Quickly! No! We have no potions. Oh, but we have an apple pie. That'll do. Butter, carrot, cooked beef, green apple. Let's just have a full course dinner here while we wait. I can't slay them. I know when I'm beaten. If we continue fighting them here, we will die. And that will not further our ultimate course. Let us not waste ourselves if we can avoid it. It has been years that I have been hunting the world for Thalmor prey. And in that time I have grown strong as an archer. My hunting skills are near second to none, he says as he misses the wolf. But crossing the mountains here into Skyrim has taken a grand toll on my person. I am not strong enough to face 3 full Thalmor Justiciars without better equipment, better arms. Oh, it would appear the bandits have teamed up with the Thalmor. Is that what I'm seeing here? Ah, no. Just wearing similarly dark armor. Ah, I thought I turned that noise off. That noise is the sound of a headshot. Oh, they're finally doing it. Victory shot. Yes. Oh, dear God, no. No, don't attack me. Attack the Thalmor. Oh, prized. Stand still. Yes! Our victory will come. Oh, God, they're shooting through the trees. And I thought I was the huntsman. I don't have any potions. What have we? We have spells. Blessed are we in the light of healing. I could do with a melee weapon, though. I've only got a little pathetic axe. I deal in two-handed weaponry, personally. And shall do so again. Once we put these bandits to bed. Oh, well, thank you very much for that. Always helps when your enemy kills themselves. Who is next? Show your face! Ah, well, in the meantime, let's just pop that on. Oh, we can sell that, can't we? Where are they? Oh, they're there. Why is the prisoner attacking me? Oh, I should not have done that. The wizard is still there. No! Where's the bandit? Oh, don't tell me you killed yourself as well. Gods above. No, there he is. Attack the Thalmor, attack the Thalmor, attack the Thalmor, attack the Thalmor. If I get out of the way, I think they might run into one another. Where's the prisoner? Why aren't you on my side, prisoner? I'm freeing you from their grasp. Stand with me. Brothers in arms against the tyrannical nature of our quarry. Still, a wonderful location. Truly breasts. Ah, yes, they're fighting. Running away. expected nothing less. I still worship and pray to Ifrey in my own way, and I believe in his own way he guides my hand as well. But many of my kin would see me chained and bound, outcast, ostracized from my own people. All for a damned archaic tradition which should have died many years ago. What's going on now? Why are you fighting me? Oh, God. Imperials? I thought Imperials trustworthy. It would seem that was misguided. All these iron arrows. I want iron arrows. I'll take everything you have, if only to sell it. Come on, Imperials, you come with me. I've got just the thing for you. Where did the Thalmor go? Why are they fighting me? Oh, why are you fighting? What is going on here? I've wandered for years, and most people have been cordial, polite even. But here, not to be so. As soon as I get a two-handed sword, I'll teach these fools a real lesson. No! Oh dear, I've almost done the same thing. Oh, brilliant. Now they're all fighting together. Fantastic, yeah. Bloody marvellous. Come on, you're Imperials and Thalmor. Oh, no, of course. The Imperials have yet to gain the balls to rise up against these traitorous elves. Down you go. Why do none of you have two-handed weapons? I'll take that. I'll take your helmet, and I'll have your shield as well. I say we just move away now. Lest the wizard take us. Ah, indeed, that's why the Imperials are fighting. As they've been lured in by the tales and lies of the Thalmor. They seek to forge their empire, and I would stand with them if they were to just throw off the yoke of their High Elf overlords. But they haven't the courage. Goodness, what is this? We've strayed into the path of undead. We are not ready for this. Let us make for the town. There must be some shelter there. And a shop, one would hope. Sell these goods. Oh, for goodness sake. I haven't broken the law. They're Thalmor agents. Why do you stand with them when they tarnish your very homeland? Ah, nowhere is safe. It would seem that the root of corruption has grown too deep here in Skyrim, and many seem to be siding with the elves. I thought it was bad in Valenwood, but this is beyond redemption. If we cannot find peace here, we must find peace elsewhere. But I have no word of safety. I must find some form of assistance in this realm. Another wood elf, perhaps, who can help me on this journey. Someone who can share in my trials. Perhaps carry in my burdens. But for now, we are stuck wandering the wilderness. I only need word of this keep. But no. I am clearly far weaker than I first anticipated. The crossing of the mountains has taken much out of me. Hello, everyone. I don't think we'll be able to take on the Thalmor just yet, even if we found their camp. Oh. Anybody around? No. I'll just borrow this for a second. Now for the ultimate challenge. Ah, glorious. Dodged it. Yes. And what is this? Oh, Bandit Chief. I'll leave that to that fellow. I wish to help my friend, but I fear I am not ready. Ah, fellow hunter. You won't get away that easily.
Somebody help.
Like a master at work. Oh! There's wolves everywhere. We must put them down. I should probably wield a weapon. Yeah, got you. Who's next? Let the spinning continue. I think we might have better luck on foot. No, the horse has gotten involved. Victory shot! Nice. Wolf pelts, they'll make a pretty penny. Ah, and a chest. And we have some lockpicks from the journey. I had hoped to bring justice to the Thalmor in Cyrodiil, but there their presence is far too ingrained for the likes of one person. I cannot hope to bring justice to an entire army of them. My hope was that here in Skyrim, with disorder and civil strife the order of the day, the Thalmor may not yet have got their talons too deep. But I fear now that that may not be the case. I worry for this land. Beautiful though it stands, and proud are its people, I fear that taint grows too deep. But we'll do what we can. We've put 2 of them to the sword already, and now we have a keen advantage over our foe, for we now have the armour of our enemies. And they may not at first glance take us for a foe. Although every warrior knows a bow will only serve you so long. Ah, Duema Ruins. I've heard of Duema Ruins. We talk and read of them in books in Valenwood, and particularly on the journeys in northern Cyrodiil. I've yet to see any of their craftwork up close. It makes for a pretty sight. I think our best bet, my best course of action will be to seek out some form of assistance in a major city somewhere. That I'm sure we can find. Standing stones. Ah, should we watch over? Do we wish to be watched over by the warrior, the thief, or the mage? I have had little cause for the need of magic in my time, save for the odd healing spell, and I find that basic knowledge of that sees me through. But in steel and blood I bring justice to those who would stand on the side of chaos. My views align greatly with Stendar to be true, and I thought at first when I was cast out by my kin and called apostate. What are you? A goblin! We must humble them! Something is shooting me from the shadows. I cannot say what. Ah, there it is, behind the skirmisher. Oh, the tree's getting in the way. Just when you thought the trees were on your side. What kind of a hitbox is that? Well, at least it's causing him distress as well. We fired at the same time. Well, something's gone weird with the trees, but we won't worry about that. It's over, the goblins. I have the high ground. No, 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 no. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Have we got any more food? Yes. Good. Could do with getting some potions in now, there. As the darkness falls. These goblins are far hardier than I first anticipated. He's not too keen on fighting, though, is he? I think if we just walk backwards... No! No! Ambushed! Ambushed! I just hope our lifeless corpse can crawl away. Obviously not a corpse, lest we would not be able to crawl away. We could do with a torch as well. It's getting a touch dark. Ah, this is years ago. Almost in another life. Well, we know that Falkreath is not welcoming its and throwing open its arms to us, so let us make our way northeast again from this side. Do we actually have a torch? Ah, yes, we do. Let's just pop that in the favourites and assign it as, I don't know, number 1. Ta-da! There we are. It's there when we need it. Ah, the wolf pack. They are yet to die in this round. Oh dear. Shambolic display. But we put him to bed. There are more. Yes, there are more. Where are you going? Fleeing. As the pack falls, their strength wanes. Courage and determination with it. Wolves are no match for me. Yeah, I vaguely remember this place. In another life, perhaps. Another life. Let us seek out that goblins again. Take... Oh dear. If you would stand still, if you... just a little more, I'd appreciate that greatly. Yeah. You are past. Why? Hello? Now the trees are talking as well as having giant hitboxes. Maybe it was just those trees. We may never know. But if we could put those goblins down, I would like that. We can't have creatures of the threatening the wilds. As a hunter in Valenwood, the beast populations are kept at bay by almost all elves. It is almost a sacred duty of the elves to hunt as often and as frequently as they can. But in the other, more wild regions of this world, they don't give a care for the wilds and dangers of the roads.
That's close enough.
There are 3 of them. That much is clear to me now.
Back off.
And who's this over here? Yes. A bandit. Fighting in league with the goblins. I've not seen treachery in the likes of this. This world is a sorry and dangerous place. If you don't have Thalmor reaching for you, there's undead, there's bandits on the roads. But I am cautious that every time I draw a string, he gains strength against me. He can hit me in weak spots. If we can use the terrain against him. Oh no, that went right through you! Oh, thank goodness for that. Please have a potion. No! Take it all, we'll sell it. Oh, here they are. Their bows are almost twice the size of them. I have tried to turn that noise off, and I was sure that I'd succeeded. But it's a noise that plays when I get a headshot, and I think it might be part of Ordinator. Oh, bugger. I'm not going to stand here and die at your hand. What food have we? And... oh. Swords it'll have to be. It would appear that bashing is all he knows how to do. Quick, move in now while he's weakened. Not very strong, these little goblins, are they? Sorry, little skirmisher fellow. Oh, gold. Orcish arrows. Steel war axe. Thick Nordic fur armor. I'll sell all of that. What a fantastic find. Ah, and there's another one up there. Let's heal up. Keep the rocks between us. Always think like the hunter. Where is it safest to engage your prey? And if it must come to blows, do it on your terms. Oh, these are hard to hit. Tiny little bodies. Oh, more... oh, orcish bolts. That's disappointing. Generic fur armor. Why does no one have any two-handed weapons? I had a most revered two-handed weapon I was using in my travels through Cyrodiil, but the passage over the mountains has cost me dearly in more ways than one. And I've lost many of my items coming through with it. Only this bow. But this little fellow doesn't seem to have any problems. He's happy to die. The world is taking him back. He'll be alright. There was a small town over the way, was there not? Did I see the tops of thatched roofs? Yes. Let's make for peace for the night. Huh? Do ignore the missing textures. We're being chased. My spidey senses are tingling. Even easier with the sword. Another wolf pelt. That should fetch a nice amount of gold. The only instinct I have on this Northwatch Keep is purely from the name. I've heard nothing of its location, nor its makeup, nor its garrison, nor its purpose. But from the name, only a fool wouldn't think that it is at least in the north. My journeys must take us to the northern coast. But only when we are good and ready. But we appear to have arrived here at a most inopportune moment, as the town rests for the sleep. Very well.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
Let's head to the inn, see what we can find out. See if there's anybody around here that we can help.
I don't have to take that from you.
Whatever you need.
We got rooms and food.
Oh, have you got
Drink
anything
for
to
the
say?
thirsty, food for the hungry.
I'm not going to be drinking anything. You can have all of those. You can have those. But have you got any food? Leg of roast. Leg of roast. Yeah, I'll take those. As you can see, flauntly defying the green pact with what I am about to eat.
The ale is going.
Oh, and those fools are killing themselves. I want a room as well. Can I have a room?
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Oh, I am looking for work, actually. Anything to gain more information on the
Here,
Thalmor.
take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. All right then. Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all.
I haven't,
Just make sure to get a fresh batch in.
I haven't done anything.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out of here.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What's
Oh, Falkreath guards. I didn't commit a crime.
Smart man.
Ah, for goodness sake. Attacking Thalmor should not be a crime. I should be lauded, respected. Oh, and they've carted me all the way off to Falkreath for crying out loud. I was doing something.
And I can crawl crawl under some furs.
Stupid idiots. Jeez, it's dark. Does this place even have an inn?
Heard there were wolves on the road.
Pathetic little settlement. Aha! What's that?
I'm telling you,
That
I
should
heard
do.
it. Howling.
Anywhere to find some rest, even for a short time.
Because the werewolves and vampires don't.
One of the first songs I ever learned.
I heard the gourmet is
Ragnar the
hiding
Red.
out somewhere.
Welcome
in
to
Skyrim.
Dead Man's Drink.
You know,
Hello.
the fella who wrote that cookbook?
Yeah, what rumors have you heard?
Here, take a look at this.
Anything else?
Here, take a look at this.
Anything else? No. Very well. I will make sure I pass that way on my way back to the... on my way north. In the meantime,
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I'd
I'll
like
show
a
you to your
room.
room. Right this way.
Not in that one. Oh,
You
do I
see
get the
those
big room?
warriors from Hammerfell? They
Oh,
come in
nice.
numbers.
Thank you very much. Some peace at last. Shred off the weary travels of crossing those mountains. And from here we'll be able to strike out
Once was a hero
and
named
find what we
Ragnar
can
the
of the
Red,
Thalmor.
riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
I don't like it here. There's too many bugs.
What on earth is this?
And gold he had made.
If it's a duel you seek, stranger, then I suggest you leave. I am not here to fulfill your desire for pain, or free you from your wretched existence.
Oh, you talk
At
and you
least,
lie and you drink
not
about
today.
me. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and
You will face me like a soldier.
so then came clashing
Faces
and slashing
change,
steel
but the
as
taunts are
brave
the
lass Matilda
same.
charged in full of zeal.
It seems originality is the only dead thing the Nords have failed to reanimate.
I am no
I will
Nord.
tell you what I tell all the others. I am no longer a justiciar.
Then why wear their armor,
If
you
still
stupid
wish
woman?
to duel me, then I will end your miserable life come morning. However, as of this moment, I am not in the mood. Interesting. I was quite certain this conversation would become gradually more belligerent, not less. Is it possible that there is one individual in this bullnetch of a province that is capable of reason?
Well, possibly. But I'm not convinced yet.
It is a rather simple matter. I disobeyed a direct order from my superior.
What did
I
you
was
do?
stationed in Markarth with 2 others. We were investigating a family that kept abnormal hours, staying up well past midnight. Unfortunately, myself and one of the other justiciars got into an argument over the children. The fool thought they were innocent. It is futile to attempt to win over those who despise you with mercy. The children were unsalvageable and required execution.
Not where I saw
The
that
issue was
going.
made irrelevant, however, when the entire family was found murdered.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from
It is a
Rorikstead.
temporary escape.
And the
I do
braggart
not
did
plan on
swagger
remaining in this hovel of a
as he
kingdom
told of
beyond
old
the
battles
next
and
season.
gold he had made.
My plan is to return to the Somerset Isle after doing
But
a
then
little
he went
sightseeing.
quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and
Just
you
because
lie and
this
you
land
drink
as a
about
whole
me.
is
Now I think
irredeemable
it's
does
high
not
time
mean
that
there
you
are not
lie
the
down and
occasional
bleed."
sparkles of beauty.
So then came clashing
In
and
fact,
slashing
the
steel
squalor
as
works
the
to its
brave lass
advantage.
Matilda charged in full of zeal.
How so?
In the Somerset Isle, even the dirt has a place in the pantheon of wonder. Here, there are no aesthetics to compete with.
You are not a nice person. I had hoped we may be able to journey together in a quest to put the Thalmor down, but it seems to me you still follow their ways.
Yes. That is insignificant. The family was dead and no longer worshipped Talos. Moreover, by letting a murderer run amok, we prevented the family from becoming martyrs. There was just one problem. Everyone assumed I was the murderer. It didn't help that I've been a rather vocal proponent of mass execution. So we decided it was best to use this perception to our advantage. Now, I never confessed to the crime, but I was stripped of my rank and exiled. This gave the perception that justice was served. Only a fool thinks that way. Using death for political gain is not a tactic exclusive to the Thalmor.
She is beyond saving.
Very well.
I will remember you. And I will be back. We need to get a moment when the inn is quiet, and then we can slit her
Strangers
throat.
like you bring war.
She clearly does not show any remorse for the action she has taken, and while she has been exiled by the Thalmor, this is merely for show. Her mind is still rooted in their ideology and beyond saving. We will not forget. We will not forgive. Just get me a dagger and I'll end her as soon as I can. What on earth is that? Goodness gracious. Auriel. I have seen this depiction of him before, but in long forgotten tomes. And what on earth is this? Werewolves, Nords. And finally a two-handed weapon! Your death, sir, has not been in vain. Fantastic news! We can finally set our path right again. Favourites. There we are. Pop that in number 2. And then what we want to also do is favourite that. Pop that in number 2 as well. Group 2, yes. Change to 2. Left hand, right hand. Now, if you're wondering how it's possible to have both a spell and attack with a two-handed weapon, it's because of the combat gameplay overhaul. And using a hotkey, I'm also able to block. Fantastic overhaul, but it does make certain things a bit odd. For example, if I may just end this episode with a brief discussion of the mod, because it's a hotly talked about mod at the moment. The combat gameplay overhaul adds a feature... Oh, although they appear to have fixed it. Oh, that's good. It used to have a feature whereby when you jumped, your character continued to make footstep noises. But he seems to have resolved that little issue. There's one extra noise just as he pushes off. But then it's silent after that. Now, I'm only mentioning all of this because this is going to be where I'm going to end this first episode. I would absolutely welcome your thoughts on Feredir's first startings out in the world of Skyrim, as we are here to end the Thalmor, and we do so in their disguise. Much like Aurelius, the goal of the general playthrough is not, of course, to win the game or complete any of the DLC. It's to create our own goals and complete them and bring the game to a sort of natural conclusion when we do. And we'll just run around the world picking up quests, shaping the character as we go. And I say we because I always think of this as being you and me. I would welcome your input. On the Aurelius playthroughs, people often wrote sort of quasi or they wrote letters in the comments and of suggesting things that Aurelius should do, and I incorporated that into the playthrough, and I'd love to do that again. But first of all, please just give me your thoughts. Are you excited to be venturing back into Skyrim? How is everything about the recording for you and generally the gameplay? I welcome your thoughts and I look forward to reading the comments. But for now, that's going to conclude episode number 1, starting out as Feredir, Master Huntsman, and out for blood for the Thalmor. And look, there she is. How absolutely fantastic that she would choose to walk by at this moment. Now, we can't attack her in daylight because the guards will almost certainly side with her, despite the fact that she's a mass murdering... I shan't use the word that comes to mind. But we'll end her. We'll get her. Our skills with dagger may not be great yet, but they can be greatly enhanced, and when the time is right, we will return here and put Yerolith to the sword, as we will with all these Thalmor. But for now, that really is the end. So thank you very much for watching, and until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Neden Pedamad Malunin, and farewell.